first quick fire is something interesting. Of course, we've got other things to talk about, but this first one is something that globally seems a bit off and weird, but it's also something that I feel people should talk about and embrace. Now, earlier in the week, former Nigerian beauty queen.
Which one? There are a lot of them. No, but which one? Seriously.
Akinifesi.
Oh, okay.
Popular.
All right.
She has been an advocate for many things over the years, and she talked about her experiences being a virgin, and
Being a virgin, how? Like?
she's still a virgin, by the way, and how she's been shaded by
How?
close friends.
No, I don't know
How do
how.
people?
Yeah,
how do,
she's a virgin.
how
I
do
guess
people,
like 35 or something.
Yeah, she's 36.
how do people stay virgins?
She's a virgin at 36.
She's a virgin at 37. 37. Omomi Akinifesi, former beauty
Are you
queen.
serious?
Yeah. Yeah. And I know it's kind of like,
That's weird, bro.
it's kind of hard to believe.
No, it's
but
hard
I
to believe.
guess,
So I'm not gonna.
I guess, but I don't think she has any reason to come out and say she's still a virgin at
People
37.
say what they say, but
Yeah.
because I never chop on, I can't say she did.
I say I never.
No, but that's the honest truth. But
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to believe. I mean, in that industry that she works in.
Now, okay.
No, but you know what I'm saying now.
I know what you're saying, but I have a bit of a bias because she's a friend to my wife. So I can.
So everything you say, let's not
no,
think
no,
of.
no. So, but here's the thing for me. I won't say she's in that industry. I'll say she was.
No,
and that's how she won the title to be the most beautiful girl. And she's a very beautiful and attractive woman. So
That's my problem
The
exactly.
expectation is that she obviously must have been exposed to certain things. So at the same time, here's the issue now. It's like people are assuming. And I like the fact that she boldly came out and said this, because if there's anybody, like you said, you've never been with her.
Anybody has been with her
If there's
should come
anybody
out.
that has been with her, the person will be able to come out and say,
Come and
I've been with you, and
discredit,
nobody
yeah.
can come out. But now here's my concern. It's sad that in this day and age, virginity is kind of seen as bad,
No,
as
it's not-
wrong,
no,
as
no.
off-putting.
No, so it's not saying as bad and off-putting, but she's 30. How old is she?
37.
She's 37.
Now,
bro.
don't look at her age. Just say she's unmarried. So until then,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we still can't take away the fact that she's 37 years old. She's never had sex, which is fantastic, by the way.
yeah.
And it shows that she has a level of discipline that most of us probably would never have.
Exactly.
Let's
But
give
people
her-
don't see it
let's
as
gi- no, no,
fantastic.
it is. It is.
People
Let's-
see like she's capping.
No, so for me,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm wondering how did she navigate that beauty because I know there'll be a lot of men that'll be like, come now,
Yeah.
auntie.
Yeah, of
let
course,
me-"
of course.
And she was able to say no. No.
So you know the thing
Maximum
is,
respect.
I think one of our friends in house here, who's been on the show a few times, Hero Daniels, has told me and has also said on the show that he's a virgin and is keeping himself for marriage.
How old is it?
Of course, Hero's not a kid, but I mean, as someone in the industry, I'm just trying to.
So for
as
me,
someone in the industry.
So for me, you're right.
Yeah.
Mhm. When a man says he's a virgin and is crossed a certain age, I'm like,
Like, bro.
tell us the truth. For a woman, it's great. It's really great because that girl is beautiful.
Oh,
A
yeah.
fine girl.
Yeah.
So that means at almost
I think she
every-
was a former most beautiful girl
So
in
at
Nigeria.
almost
so-
every time of her life, there's somebody trying to hit that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
she turned all of them down. 37 years. She did try.
No, but she, you know, the little I know of, she's a very disciplined person, and she's very focused as well, and knows what she wants to achieve in life. Now, here's another thing that people are looking at. You've obviously dated people. You've been in relationships. So people will now be looking at, so those
she
guys.
has.
Of course she has.
no
So
public relationships.
that she'll be the one to be able to say that. But the question now is that you now look at those guys that were dating her and
You're
be
like,
like,
bro, you didn't
so
hear
you
that?
guys never really had the chance
Chance
or
to.
never experienced that. Now, we need to understand something about virginity. It doesn't mean as if you've never held hands or you've never danced or you've never kissed a boy type of situation. But just goes to show that you're intact when it comes to that area. So I'm saying this because at the same time, so many people, the first thing that comes to people's minds is how?
How, bro?
How?
There's a lot of
But
hows
it's
there,
possible.
bro.
I once dated a.
I thought you were going to say you were once a virgin, but
Yeah, I
know
was
that.
once a virgin.
Yeah,
Gang.
we
I was
all
once
were.
a
Well,
virgin.
everybody was also very Everybody, yeah. At some point,
I
yeah.
once dated a lady for two straight years, and I met her as a virgin, and nothing happened.
And you left her as a virgin as well.
Likewise, yes, I can say that.
What?
I have as well.
You met her a virgin and left her a virgin after 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can
did.
testify to that.
So you
You
did
can testify to that.
So not yours, mine. My own experience.
No. So you're saying that you met a lady, dated her for 2 years. She was a virgin when you met her, and you
Yeah.
left her a virgin.
I didn't disflower her.
You did not disvirgin her. Let's not be.
Okay, I did not disvirgin her.
you
I
didn't
just
have
think the
sex with-
local.
you didn't have sex
I
with her
didn't have sex with her for 2 years. Yes.
You did the same as well.
Yeah.
So we guess you can't say that then.
See, so
No, but what are you guys doing though?
What were we doing?
Yeah.
Doing.
well,
In
relationships is
relationship.
not just about.
It's not just about just being physical.
It's not just about that.
No, it's
and
not
I
ju-
was very young at the time.
It's not just we know that. So here, let's not lie to ourselves. We know that relationships is not just about. But a very vital part of relationship is. So what were you guys doing?
We were experiencing friendship.
Like
Wait, is that? Am I supposed to answer that?
both
Question?
of you, guys.
Okay.
I was experiencing friendship.
You had friends. You had male friends. You had female friends before deciding that I
it-
want to be exclusive.
It was quality time
so-
that didn't it? You see, here's the funny thing.
What did you guys used to do?
See-
Please be specific.
What were you doing?
Here's the funny thing. This is so long
What
ago. I'm
were
trying to
you
remember.
doing, bro?
We just used to hang out, just and have a great
Or you
time.
could do that with anybody else.
Yeah, but I don't want to do with anybody else.
So at no point during that.
The most faithful
Oh,
man
no, no,
in
no.
Lagos,
At no point
ladies and
during that
gentlemen.
conversation, during that having quality time, did you? Wing?
No, forget it. See, let me tell you something.
Did you get a boner?
Wait,
Yes or
then
no,
that-
bro?
I want to explain something to you.
Answer the yes or no.
That's why it's called consent.
Did you
if
get
she
a
says-
boner? No. Nobody's saying you should rip. Did you get a boner?
I must have experienced one or two hard situations
That's
that I kept under wraps. So now I want you to understand something, that it's not like the desire was not there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the opportunity doesn't show itself.
Even the opportunity presented itself. But when the person insists that they do not want to engage in this, and you will never ever forcefully do that to anybody, you respect their decision,
No.
and you just
No,
you
so
walk away.
which begs the question.
My thinking is, why then did you guys get into a relationship?
No. So
At that young
thing
age?
Because
is this,
you
the
like
thing is
see,
this.
I don't know how it works for you.
I
That
think.
it's like you walk into a room and all of a sudden it's like, who's available?
No, let's not deflect. We're all young kids, right?
Yeah.
I'm here on this side with my friends. She's here on this side with her friends, and I'm like, I want you to be my special friend.
I know what you're saying.
I want you to
get
be
what
my
you're
Let me
saying.
put
special
let me
friend.
put Rich Uncle on the spot. I've met your wife, lovely, wonderful female. The very first time you were tempted to be with your wife, did she say yes?
I be Game Boy now.
Yeah?
City boy.
No, wait. The very first time.
As I
The
did
very
like
ways.
this, Donald
The
Trump
very
can't
first
say
time. No. No.
Bro, you don't hear me tell you.
Listen.
Donald Trump, why can't
Listen.
say no?
Listen.
I'm a city boy.
The very first time.
Okay.
You
So,
understand what I'm saying?
So
Because
I
some-
think.
So, but here's the thing. This is my thinking, right? So, I honestly believe that at that young age, the only thing that is in your mind is
For most
not
young
lie.
boys, yeah.
for most young boys,
Yeah.
because you have raging hormones, and then I now say you are my exclusive friend.
So I think if we're being honest, yeah, and if you are
who's not being honest?
if you are being honest,
not being honest, bro.
I think when I was in that situation, I wanted to.
Well, you smashing somebody else though.
No, I wasn't. I wanted to. She was my girlfriend.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I
It's not like you
wanted to.
don't want to.
I
But
wanted
if she's
to.
not ready,
I'm
what are you
I'm
going
not
to do?
saying because I wasn't a virgin. I wasn't a virgin at that point, not anymore. But she was.
Wait, but you were still able to maintain a 2-year relationship with someone.
Yeah, because
Wow,
she's,
that's
she's a
impressive.
fantastic person,
That's
great
impressive.
human being, and just like what Gang is saying, I saw beyond the physical. At many times, I wanted to smash fat.
Exactly.
I wanted to. But
Bro, no, so you thought that we didn't want
she
to.
was.
Are we
She was
Zeno?
always in control.
Listen, listen,
God, man.
listen.
If
Rich
there's one
Uncle,
episode that Zeno doesn't get
let me
shot
break
at,
it down
man,
for you.
God save
The want was there, the desire was there, the need was there. Do you understand?
That's
so
what I want
was
to hear.
so was the opportunity, but because she wasn't
Said
ready,
no.
and she had this what's the word I want to use? She wanted to keep. She was not ready to engage in that act. So we had to respect her
No,
decision.
that makes perfect sense.
And that was that.
So
And
when
then
you put it
at some point, we both moved on.
Moved on, like,
and then the next
this
person,
is not working.
the next person that came was like, "How don't if you, you know?"
No, but I think the part of those type of relationships that make me laugh the most is, so you date a girl for 2 years, you guys non-sexual and all of that, and then the next person she moves on to.
Oh, so should I tell you this story doesn't end?
So it's gonna say. All right.
So-
Let's hear you.
So we moved on. She went to a university.
met
thing
a pastor.
She met one. She met one guy in university that she was basically living with him, and the guy scattered her womb. The guy scattered her womb.
Bad guy.
God, I mean.
Bad
So
guy.
when I heard that gist, I was so upset. I was like, "So you were involved in that?" And then all of a sudden, the guy. She fell for one guy and just decided, and just the guy, and then the guy was just—he didn't even send her.
No, but that's usually how it is.
Yeah,
That's
so-
usually
The guy
how it
didn't
is.
even send it. Just like, the guy collected, did this, scattered everything,
Chopper.
parted the Red Sea, and never over chop.
Like this.
You know, it chop. You almost no remain self. That
bro.
shop would have been closed.
All right. So the moral of the story is.
The moral of the story is that I'll tell people. I think the world needs more virgins.
Okay.
I completely agree.
I think the world
completely agree.
needs more virgins because we're
what they both
revolving
say.
and rotating around sex. So many things are basically surrounding sexual
So when you
acts.
say the world needs more male virgins,
Both.
female virgins, both.
So for
Okay.
that lady, let's give her flowers, man. She's 37 years old. She's never had sex. I mean, that's a great thing, man.
She's saving herself for marriage.
That's a great.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but here's another thing.
Okay.
Now, we had this conversation with a couple of people at work, and this might sound odd, but and I was telling some ladies in my office, I said, a lot of men, modern day men, I don't know, shy away from virgins.
Oh, definitely.
So many men shy away from virgins.
yeah.
They don't want to have that experience of being your first. They rather you come with not too much experience, but the door has been opened.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, another universe. You're single. Would you smash or pass a virgin?
It depends on where I am in life and
Yes
my
or
age.
no?
No, I would smash a virgin,
smash
but
a
I wouldn't
virgin.
marry a virgin, though.
You marry a
I wouldn't
virgin.
marry- because
Okay.
so
Why would you marry one?
Because it's scary. It's scary because so when I was in the world, when I was in the world,
Welcome back.
I realized that see, virgins, women never forget their first though, especially when it's a good guy. When it's a great guy, they never forget their first. So you don't want to be if the relationship doesn't work out. I don't want to be that guy that you are
There's
constantly
a clingy thing.
like, and I'm talking 20 years, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Still, can you imagine? I'm like, why are you telling me this? I'm married now. I'll be going.
Yeah, there's this attachment that women have with their first that a lot of guys want to shy away from.
It's
But
a lot of
some guys-
responsibility.
Some guys, although some guys want to train you and give you a certain experience, they don't like when you come with that. It's not baggage, but they just don't like when
So-
the shop hasn't been opened.
So
They want to know the shop has been open and somebody bought something
No,
there.
no. So the,
then I can go
Okay.
shopping.
and then also I think the part that you always have to keep in mind is the fact that we're all humans. Even though we try to form we're all humans at the end of the day. And think about it like this: so you get married to a virgin, you guys are married. 20 years down the line, one day she's going to wake up and say, only this guy don't smash me. Oh. I don't even know what another looks like.
That's another angle,
that
which
angle's
we
always
can
there.
No.
we can talk about.
You people
that.
are talking about people that are not principled and are not,
No, so let's be
No, I
honest.
don't
it
think
has
it's
nothing to do
about
with-
being
and are not
principled.
disciplined.
It has nothing to do with principle, bro. Imagine that you married the first girl you slept with.
No, but here's the funny thing. If
No,
I'm
let's
disciplined,
imagine you married
Just
the
imagine
first
you
girl
married
you
the first
slept
girl
with.
you guys act like you don't, that like
Imagine you married the first girl you slept with.
who, me?
The thought
very
scares
difficult.
you. The thought scares you.
I can't because the
And
first,
that means you never have been able to.
To know what is right for you.
but no,
Your final
but
channel.
should I? You people are making it seem as if you have to be involved with multiple people in your lifetime. Not necessarily.
So I feel, and I'm just going to be as honest as possible. I feel men generally like to experience
Yeah. Let's
life
be honest. Let's
and
be
different
honest.
types of
Yeah,
be
women
honest.
before they come to the conclusion of this is the type of
And
woman
even women
I can
too.
spend the rest
Bro,
of my
and
life
even
with.
women too. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Even women too. So imagine you're the first guy that opened the shop. Then 5 years, 10 years down the line, she's like, I never explore.
You know what?
But
You
one
know
thing,
what?
but one thing we
Wait,
can agree
wait,
on:
you
men
know-
don't marry for sex.
Men don't marry for sex. No, men don't marry for sex. I
What
agree
they
with
marry
you.
for?
No,
No, I'm just asking. What they
They're not
marry?
marrying for sex because they can get
marry-
sex from anywhere, from anyone.
I don't know the kind of men you people are, so you can
no,
smash
sex
anybody?
is sex. No, wait, sex is there. See,
I see what you're doing
I
there.
don't know. I don't know.
No. I think sex is one of the things, but that's not the sole reason why
A man
will
gets
pick a
married.
No, but I
woman
think
for
sex
marriage.
is like, let's be honest, sex is like 50% of the reason why a man will pick a woman.
Wow,
Because if sex is bad, you're not
50%.
going to... Yeah, bro, if the
yes.
sex is bad, I'm not going to marry you.
So you see that? You know what the problem is now? You need to experience the sex to a point that you know it's not bad before you marry her.
No, once or twice you go, don't know now. You don't...
You see potential.
You give her first... Okay, even if the first one flops, bad experience. Second, by the third time...
You should know.
But you know,
Okay.
I've said this on the show many times. You know, sex never keeps a relationship, and sex never keeps a
Sex,
marriage.
so the thing about it is, I think what people always fail to understand is that sex is such an integral part of relationship that
Yes.
we always underplay it or overplay it. So if you
Wait, relationship or marriage?
relationship and marriage,
Yeah.
Okay.
if the sex is not good, the marriage cannot be good. If the sex, if the sex is not good, the marriage can be good because one person is unsatisfied. One guy wakes up every day like, oh, this woman is not smashing me the right way, or the woman feels like, this guy is not bending me over, he's not hanging me to the fan. If the sex is not good, the marriage cannot be good because
a
there'll be
point.
resentment somewhere. Like,
Yeah, especially when there's no room to even talk about it. Because I
do you
think
know, I was talking to someone earlier this week. She sells sex toys. She's my friend, and she was telling me about. I was on her show last week, and she was telling me about the fact that, do I know that there are some women that can't even talk to their husband about the fact that I don't like the way you are. I don't like the way we have sex, and they've been married 20, 30 years.
yeah.
We're dangerous now.
Yeah.
Question.
And
30 years of being unhappy.
But question. If you're a virgin, this is a stupid question, but let me just ask you.
It's
it
actually
now?
I know where
If you're a
going. It's fantastic
virgin,
question.
how do you determine if the sex is good or not? Because it's in comparison to what?
But at some point, the thing about life is that if you buy a Benz, for example, I'm not equating women to cars. If you buy a Benz, for example, and you've driven it for the first year is fantastic. Second year, third year, fourth year. By the fifth year, you're like, these people that buy all this BMW, what was inside saying?
yeah,
Let
let me see. Let me give it a ride. Yeah. True.
But it's a different thing if you've driven Honda, Toyota, you
Yes,
know that
you
car.
know
that car.
Benz is for me, and that's
You
it.
understand what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? So that's why I feel like most people think that they are cheating life by I married a virgin. I only me she know.
To add what you're saying, you know, in Nigeria today and most parts of the world, you find out that the number of women who have extramarital affairs has increased. And
That's
it has
always been like
increased.
that.
No,
We just didn't
it's
know.
really
We just
increased
didn't know
because
now only.
there are more women who are trying to now experiment
Yes.
when they're now much older.
Older.
Because when they were much younger,
They didn't get a chance.
do
And I know
much
someone
of
like
that.
that.
They didn't
That's
do much
why
of that.
I know that
Yeah.
this thing that take now.
So,
arrow.
you know, now
I know
they're
someone
like going
that.
around and trying to just experience it. And it's not like the husband is that bad, but in actual sense, they didn't really have any
She's
experiences
probably in her
prior to that
30s,
time.
and now
Yeah.
she's realized that, my life has almost passed me by,
Yeah.
and she wants to relive her 20s.
Yeah.
You don't want to be with a woman that is trying to relive her 20s in her 30s. It's not.
And
a
the
beautiful
sad thing as well is because marrying as a virgin doesn't mean the marriage is going to last.
No, it
If the
doesn't.
marriage doesn't work,
no.
if the marriage doesn't work and you split, you're still going to end up being with somebody else
Somebody
again.
else will stand out, definitely. Definitely.
That's
So it's people's approach to sex in general.
I totally agree with you.
Our approach to sex in Africa is it's shrouded in mystery. Like, it's something we don't talk about. It happens, but everybody just look the other way, look the other way. Like, we live in a society where a young girl, you know that this girl is sexually active. We all know that she's sexually active, but your parents dare not have that conversation with you. Your mates don't. Like, it's... Sex in Africa is almost a
Taboo, yeah.
You can't talk about it.
But why do you think that in this part of the world
Because-
we've shied away from something that we know happens?
That's the playbook that has been handed to us, and it was handed to us because back then men felt like, look, if women could talk about sex openly and the things they want. So the truth of the matter is that a lot of men don't want to hear the honest truth from women. When I say honest truth, like, as much as women don't like to hear the truth, men also don't like to hear the truth. So imagine a man that has like 4 or 5 wives, right? And one day one of his wives wakes up and tells him that, forget to pass, you don't satisfy me sexually. And he has 3 other women. So if I'm not satisfying you, that means this one too. I'm not satisfied. But the guy would rather brag that, I have 4 wives now. If I'm with this one on Monday, I'm with this one on Tuesday. But the truth is, people don't like to hear the truth. They don't. It's just the honest truth. Nobody likes to hear the truth. Even me. There are some things you tell me.
Nobody wants to be told he's underperforming or not performing
exactly.
at all.
But I think if these conversations are like normal and people can have healthy conversations, but be truthful about it, there'll be more relationships that are in the right.
What shocks me is the fact that
right shape.
That there are a lot of, and I believe this, there are a lot of virgins out there that they feel some type of way to tell people that I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
It's almost as we have to hide and pretend like we've done this before.
You know what? I think let's talk from the male point of view. When I was in secondary school, and I think I was in GSS 3 then, it was the pressure was already so much on a lot of us then. It was almost like if you're a virgin, you're not part of the...
Something wrong with
for young boys, yeah.
And there's something wrong with you, or you're not one of the, happening guys and all of that. And I remember for the longest time, when my friends then in school would talk about, let's go to this house, let's go to that place, let's arrange this, because it was almost like if they don't cross that thing, they're not going to move on and become men. So it's not really just it's not just really for young girls or it's
peer pressure.
I think generally maybe the orientation for sex in many parts of the world, and especially in Nigeria, really needs to be changed. And there's nothing wrong with being a virgin, and people should also not be under pressure to lose their virginity to anyone.
As long as it's not to you.
As long as it's not to you
the
too.
beauty queen that is 37 and still a virgin.
Why do you emphasize that?
No, because I'm impressed.
So even yourself, I believe there are a lot of people out there at that age bracket that have done it. Yes.
37.
Oh, in the world today?
Yes.
How do you dodge?
I doubt that, but...
How do you dodge raging this in 37 years? And some of them will come Range Rover, flashy house in Lekki money. But the girl, she's disciplined though.
Yeah, she is.
I respect her for that.